with Hologram Electronics, and today I'm going to be going over how to use Microcosm as an effects send with a mixer. So most basic mixers come with at least one aux send, and essentially what that is for each channel strip that you have the ability to send a copy of that signal to what's called the aux send, and from there you would run that to a delay unit, a reverb unit, whatever you want. And some mixers maybe have an aux return. This mixer does not, so I'm just running the return back into its own channel strip here. Because this mixer has two aux sends and Microcosm has a stereo input, I'm going to use aux send 1 for Microcosm's left input and aux send 2 as Microcosm's right input. So here's the mixer. We've got the Digitact left and right signal here. We've got the analog 4 left and right signal here. And as you can see, so this is the left signal of the Digitact, and I've got aux send 1 turned all the way up. The right channel of the Digitact, aux 2 is turned all the way up, but aux 1 is turned all the way down. That is essentially replicated on the analog 4. So the aux sends are connected to the stereo input of Microcosm. If you're not aware, this is how you change it to stereo input mode. So in global configuration, once you move the activity knob, you'd then use the preset selector to toggle over to these two bars, press the preset selector in, and then hit the bypass foot switch. So now it's ready to receive, or it is receiving, a stereo signal as opposed to a mono signal. I have Microcosm's left and right outputs connected to this stereo 2 channel on the mixer. It only has one fader, but it's a stereo channel. So a couple reasons why you might want to use Microcosm as an effects send with a mixer is because it's easier to route what signals you want to go to Microcosm without having to physically rewire anything. So Microcosm is just plugged into the same thing every time, and you would change what you're sending to Microcosm by adjusting the aux send controls on your mixer. So if I only wanted the Digitact to go to Microcosm, I would just turn these aux sends down on the analog 4. Conversely, if I wanted only the analog 4 to go to Microcosm, then I would just turn down the aux sends on the Digitact's channel strips. In this specific setup, it's really nice to have Microcosm routed to a channel that has just one fader. It's easier to bring in and out that way because I like to leave Microcosm's mix at 100% so there's no dry signal coming through, and when I want Microcosm's effects to come in the context of a performance, there's just one knob here, or not knob, I should say, fader, that allows me to bring it in and out. So yeah, hopefully that explains the setup more or less. I think at this point maybe I'll just kind of perform some stuff and I might chime in and explain what I'm doing, but otherwise, well, actually I will kind of explain what I'm doing. So this particular user preset I've got this loop on here. So that's going to be something that I'm going to perform with, but the actual preset it's on is a tunnel preset, which I think sounds really cool with drums and synth. I guess I can give you a little taste of that. So here's the analog 4. Recently, I've been recording loops into Microcosm and saving them as user presets because that's just, the overall level of Microcosm is controlled by this fader, but it's also cool to kind of like throw in this weird loop into the performance as well. Anyway, I'll stop talking. I'll just do it. Here we go. Yeah, case in point, maybe I'll do one other thing and let the video end. Actually, I will do that. I'm gonna play one more thing and then the video is gonna be over. That's what it sounds like. That's how to use Microcosm in an effects sim for the mixer and why it's cool and how it's cool.